Hello, good evening. Intimacy. I don't want you to see me sick. I don't want you to see me angry. I don't want you to see me feeling stupid. And most of the time, I don't want you to see me. I love Trudy Howson's wee wee. Did you notice her wee wee? And she said wee wee, not an I. Yes. It's very good. Okay, I've written a book. I don't sound like I'm from Liverpool, right? Because you gotta talk like that if you're from Liverpool. But I went to drama school, and every time I said bus, they went, oh! So this is from Erotic Poetry for Vegans and Vegetarians. To a queer kumquat. O mascarpone, my kumquat doth cream gingerly in your presence. 'Twas a sticky date with those pecan petals. It turned me a green gauge fool for you, my love. Your creme anglaise that make even a coconut pound cake rise. You poach apricots, then dally with a fistful of pistachios. Come clean. Don't just creme anglaise me. Creme fraiche me. Almond tart me. And my passion fruit will surely plum jam. Trifle and prune is me. You will crystallize, then caramelize, and sear me with a quince apace. Henceforth I bring rose water to my fig quarter. Oh me, kumquat, me. Oh me, mascarpone, me. Oh me, queen clava. Drizzle my roasted plums, and my mango is yours. I'm not used to reading classes, so it scares me, but anyway. It's very posh, isn't it, here? I mean, I like it, because you go to a lot of poetry gigs, and it's like, you know, they're in pubs, and I love these private clubs where, you know, it's sort of a lot of anonymity and sort of skirts flushing against skirts and stuff. Who's the woman that saw me in the toilet getting locked in? It was so funny because I was thinking, she's going to go mad, I'm so beautiful, I'm 7. And I was like that. And she was like, that is really funny. Anyway.
What are you doing in the toilet, ladies?
No, I was trying to get out of it. And it was like, but I think I do have issues with locks. Erotic him versus erotic her. Cumin. Puree with cumin. My pulses run high. I take your mushroom Wellington leaking buckwheat. Crepes. You squash my spirit with those Moorish overtones. Come to my watercress bed. Come cumin. Come cumin. Fetter and fettered. My baby spinach, your pink ginger. My brazen chicory. See me dressing my minty dumplings. Dangle and mess with me saffron. We artichoke together. We Dijon together. Oil-bound giving petit pois. Free range to be organic. Gnocchi, 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 gnocchi. I touch walnuts now. Greek yogurt spurts. Mosh, nosh, wash. Your courgette kofta slits, deep frying for the sauce, very finely chopped, cumin, cumin, cumin. My minty dumplings, flageolet, cumin, cumin, cumin. My nuts roasted now, cumin, 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 falafel, cheese, and split pea. Thank you. I love the way that poetry is everywhere. Someone said to me the other day, I met her in the street in Teddington, and she said, "Oh no, poetry's dead." What? Poetry's dead? No, there's a revival, it's everywhere. No, it's dead. All right then. I think that it's like stand-up comedy, poetry, and they're all kind of rising up against each other. And there are so many venues and so many amazing, sort of exquisite places that you can go to listen to poetry, but also a little plug for the Poetry Cafe, which I think is really great on a Tuesday. You go and pay £4 if you want to perform and write something and perform, or you pay £5 if you want to watch it every Tuesday in Betterton Street, Covent Garden. I went and participated in a course at Morley College, and the teacher was really fantastic, and there were a lot of like amazingly experienced poets. And one of the kind of homeworks, if you like, because it was a kind of, it's a really interesting course actually, so you get to understand and read a lot of contemporary poetry, but you also get to write something every single week. So the topic was being a poet, and if you visualise me and lots of other people, but I'd say half of them in their 60s, 70s, 80s. So just imagine me reading this poem in the class kind of going, but actually they were really lovely people, really adorable people. So anyway, this is my experience to be a poet. I don't want to be a penny-pinching, half-sing-along poet, scrabbling around for words and aspirators performer. I want to be a champagne-guzzling, cocktail-rustling, anti-word slanging, rhyming, puzzling, double Brazil nut performer. Royal Albert Hall nose-diving, social climbing, foot stamping, dolly climbing, nugget-fetching, fucking etching, lunatic performer. A Chelsea Arts Club screaming, art preening, Nelly Garden belly button bitching, infighting, backbiting, madam enriching, necklace licking, Lady Godiva flicking, Imber Benden with her rectum in the nectrum performer. I want to Roger McGough myself to a suffragette. Barkin with Larkin, striking a chord with W.H. Ord, stop clocks for Plath, head in oven, bake me a suicide pudding, 10 to the dozen of dim poetry cakes. Yeah, and by the way, take me to Barbados, whatever it takes. Performer. I want to scroll my poetry on scaffolding as I postage stamp myself to Engelbert Humperdinck in the gingerbread man whorehouse, tuppenny rice in the poetry rhyme, rap ta 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 ta. Performer. I want to fly to Italy, shouting verse and soliloquy, throw myself at gargoyles and industry with monsters that fall out of my Pinot Gris. Joe! I want to kneel in front of the Argentinian Pope, shake my boogie in the faint hope that he'll let me dance off in Italy with shaggy verse in the minuti, antipasta on the graffiti, atuta, tuta, 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 fucking, fruity. I want to go back to Liverpool. Find lyrics on a common chords and never finding discourse. Fetching fortunes at Sotheby's, put my right hand up for auction. Please. Crowd shouting, Placey, Placey, here work is over, Placey. I want to walk down our lane. Neighbours taking my name in vain, it's profane and totally inane, fucking vulgar poetry. I want someone in Fiji to say, I read your veggie poetry. You've read your poetry. I and it was smoking when we burnt it in the cemetery. They burnt it in the cemetery, my poetry. I want a blow intellectual to tell me that I'm not allowed to write because I'm shy. I'll complete anything for the elite. I'll be a tiny bit indiscreet. That my half-baked nitwit in a hairnet on the internet that they shouldn't let tie my hands behind my back. To mock me, throw Greenfield stamps and defrock me, because you're poets in residence in McDonald's. Come on, babe. It's your real seal, that's the real wheel for the meal to your mate. You can't be a poet, not with that dyslexic frigid spell checker. Grotescos, a dumb blower, rescuing the stack-taking, shelf-stacking, self-congratulatory, tin-baking, self-flagellating, check-out poets. You, mate, you're the best of them. Performer. One more quick. My dad died about sort of 17 years ago, and he was the first parent to go, and it was really awful. It was like, and he was 84, and people said, he's 84. And I, yeah. My grandparents were like 94, and I went, no, he had a good innings. I said, no, he was taken. And it took me like 5 years. I had some therapy and all sorts of stuff. And basically, I thought, God, we never get to shout or say, Dad. So this is about it. This is my last time. Thank you, Trudy. It's called Grave Matter. Dad has gone missing. Have you seen our dad? Blue eyes, white hair. A thick mass of Irish locks. Have you seen our dad? Last seen in a box with wild flowers. He was having a game of hide and seek, teasing us with his silent ways. Have you seen our dad? There was the hospital in Liverpool where they made that decision to starve him. Stuck him in a narrow bed, pretended he was mute. Have you seen my dad? It's been years now since he stuck his head around our door, sizzled the bacon, had the affair with Mrs. Dick, tap danced and looked mad. Have you seen our dad? He's gone missing, you see. Disappeared off the face of it. His post stopped. His phone number ceased. I've seen a man in a Cantus Road with his blue sports jacket. What a cheek. Have you seen I think you may have melted in that awful snow we had. Perhaps he became a dewdrop, a rancid orange, a smoky fox. Perhaps he's still pretending in that box. Dad! No, Dad. You haven't seen enough yet. We should have told him it was a game and that he was free to get up and leave anytime he liked, but like the leaves, he's gone away. Thank you very much. I've been doing
Thank you, Julie. You've been great. Well, that's intimacy.